was a prince. It's a Zen story again. There was a king and he had a son, the prince. But he was very naughty, as usual. Some people who have got their parents are very rich. The children never know how the parents got their money and they become real rowdies. Yesterday, again, morning newspaper, one Indian who was a millionaire in England, his son going in a Range Rover sports car in top speed, hitting 1-year-old child. Now the 1-year-old child, brain dead, comatose, cannot breathe without a ventilator. What can he do? Because the 20-year-old fellow with billions, millions of rupees and pounds, nothing else to do, no purpose. So many people. It's not one, anywhere. It can happen. Absolutely brainless. So this prince also was a brainless fellow, and the father wanted him to be educated, but nobody can teach him because he won't sit down with anybody. And after some time, he himself felt bad. Then what to do? He knows nobody can change him. Anyway, he goes to the monastery. And the chief monk who was supposed to be teaching him, he asked him, so he has to stay there and study for some time. He said, no, I am a useless fellow. Now he has started realizing, I am a useless fellow. If you recognize you are useless, you are already in for a change. The fellow, you are angry and you think you are angry. You are short-tempered. You are a useless fellow, always critical of others. But if you recognize, hey, I am making a mistake, already you have started on the path of change. So he goes there and he said, I am useless. I cannot study. He said, no, there must be some quality in you, don't worry. Let us see, test it out. What can you do? Is there anything which you can do in life? He says, yes, I can. Anything you can do good in life? He says, yes, I can play chess. He said, all right. He invites another monk and said, okay, both of you play chess. I shall be watching the game. Whoever is defeated shall be beheaded. That is the condition. Whoever is defeated in the game. So, that way he can get rid of the prince, because this monk is a top player. So, it will be, let us see. So, the monk was very, sort of, whoever is defeated will be executed. All right. Both of them started playing. See that? Both of them started playing. And game was very, very competitive game. Half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours have gone. Then at one time, suddenly, the prince discovers that the monk has made a mistake in the move. And there is a glint in his eyes, because when you see the possibility of killing somebody, how do you feel? He says, very happy, then I am going to finish this fellow off. But then, he thought for a while, I have lived a very wasteful life. 30, 40 years of total wastage. Now if I win over this game, this monk who has lived a very meaningful life and can be of great blessings to everybody, will be executed. What is the idea? It is better I die than he passes. So he deliberately made a wrong move. And the chief, the monk, he was watching, and he is the sharpest. And he saw the whole thing in his eyes in front of him. He immediately pushes around the village. The game is over. Nobody wins, nobody loses. And he tells the prince, you are so kind. There is so much of compassion in you. And you say, you are useless? Stay and study. And he becomes a great monk. You understand? To discover one's own weakness is not a joke. Please. If you are to be aware that I have certain weakness, understand, in the relative world, sukha, dukkha will be always there. You cannot Get out. That is why deliberately you get into dukkha. But you don't feel dukkhi. You allow other people to insult you. You don't feel insulted. Are you getting that point, please? That is the test of your wisdom. The test of your wisdom. Have you seen the endurance test? When a plane is going to take off for the first time, what do? They take it around the world tour. Non-stop, how long can it fly? Suppose a plane can non-stop fly from Singapore to New York. 17 hours or 18 hours or 20 hours, it can non-stop fly. Then Singapore, Sydney, Singapore, Hong Kong, Singapore, Tokyo, Singapore, Seoul is no problem. Why? This plane has taken 20 hours. 8 hours it can fly easily. Same thing, endurance test. You have gone without food for days. One day as you are going around, somebody says no food. So, how does it matter? You have lived without food for months or days. Suppose a regular thing. So one day little food is not available. Or somebody takes away your apple. Should he fight with you? That is where conscious, deliberate denial. Also conscious indulgence. You can enjoy certain thing without being hooked into it. You take a coffee or you take a sweet. Oh, it's very nice. That much, not more. Only you can do it by yourself, consciously. Whether you are doing it consciously or not, only you shall know. Nobody else shall see. So this is how ignorant person is. Vishayanam anukulye sukhi. When everything is comfortable, I am happy. Uncomfortable, dukhi. No. With comfortable situations, there shall be comfortable sensation. With unfavorable situations, like climate or comments of people or situations, certain times it can be painful. But I am not dukhi. That is how life is. Now it is a drought. Now there is a heavy bumper, crop. Now there is poverty. Everything, just nothing is available. Now everything is available. Both way you pass through. Absolutely in balance, contented with yourself.